I guess Putin financed it. He opened some restaurants. When Putin would have dignitaries and stuff come to Russia, he would take them to this boy's restaurant.
Yeah.
Then he started this private army, and Putin got behind him. They said, I ain't heard no exact number, but they said thousands. And he said he was he was paying the soldiers that worked for him like twice as much as they could make in the actual Russian army.
So they were like mercenaries. They were like mercenaries.
That's exactly what they were.
They were mercenaries.
But he had
then
a
went to
lot of
Ukraine.
fun.
He said, man, he said they wasn't sending him the equipment and money that he needed. That's when he started raising hell. But I said, boy, I gave him 6 months. I was short.
You're right, but
I
just think that if you got that type of juice to come to Moscow with tanks and everything, I mean, if you're gonna step out there, they're just gonna step out there. I was agreement with you that the moment they had the conversation and he left Moscow and you said he was a dead man.
Ukraine.
Well, left Ukraine, but he had to go to Moscow to meet with Putin, and you said he was a dead man after the meeting.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, he didn't meet with Putin. He went threatening to take over the capital.
Yeah, which is
Putin
Moscow.
wasn't there.
I'm sorry.
I know, but he met with them.
I'm sorry.
I don't think he met with him. I think he talked to him on the phone. I think Putin wouldn't meet him.
They was texting.
I'm sorry.
I think they met, but either way it go, I think he should just took over Moscow. If he
I'm
got tanks
sorry
to come
for the
in.
fact that we even talking about what them white folks going through, and we ain't talking about what's going on in Africa.
In Africa.
I don't give a damn what they do in Russia. I don't give a damn what they do in Ukraine. What the hell are we doing in Africa? What they doing to us in Africa? What we should be.
That's a different subject. We talking about Russia and Ukraine.
Damn about them Russians.
You talking about Russia and Ukraine, and if you want to go there,
because DC,
if you want to go there, because most of the grain that goes to Africa comes from Ukraine, they got an economical problem now on top of the rest of them in Africa because Putin has cut off the shipment of grain from Ukraine to Africa.
I understand. Yeah. And because Africa have such a big leverage that they can make that, they can counter that with Ukraine if all the other places in the country, in the world, get out of the way.
So you don't want to talk about nothing but Africa?
We need to talk about Africa. What do we look like talking about Ukraine? Russia.
It's a world war, possibly leading to World War III. Yeah. And you want to talk about Decatur or some shit.
DC, you don't want to go there.
That may be the
you do not want to go there, DC.
You have ever said, which is saying a lot.
DC, you don't want to go there. You can't compare Decatur to Uganda.
I'm saying
the Congo.
You want to stay in your own little world. You, as a black man, you ain't concerned with nothing but Africa. Why don't you carry your ass to Africa?
I wouldn't go to Ukraine.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't go to Russia if I had a passport. I
wouldn't go to Mississippi unless there was some money involved.
Oh, wow.
But you ain't concerned with the other parts of the world.
I appreciate what y'all, have to come, y'all reading and you watching and shit, and you want to talk about Ukraine and Russia. That's cute. But Africa is what we need to be talking about.
Let me tell you what happened. I know this when I see it.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to tell you what happened. His wife had a conversation with him, or somebody had a conversation with him during the course of the week. He went and read up on a specific item in Africa.
Right.
And he's afraid that before the show is over, it won't come up and he won't be able to exhibit the only fucking thing he read all goddamn week.
And I'm glad you said that.
Because I know.
Guess what I found out? Guess what I found out? Did you know that a black man made the Super Soaker?
Yes. I taught his mother. I taught his mother's exercise class.
Made the folding chair. And peanuts. And peanut butter.
And the stoplight.
Mm-hmm.
Guess why they made the stoplight? You got tired of niggas getting hit.
Man, we talking about Russia, man.
Let's get back on Russia.
I'm gonna just say a couple things on Russia. You know,
Go ahead, Weightball. You a
first off,
scientist.
Decatur in Africa. If you've been to the flea market out there, they
Same-
very
same
similar.
thing.
If you've been to the flea market out there, Decatur in Africa, they real close.
Y'all ain't gonna talk about Decatur. I live in downtown Decatur. Y'all ain't talking about Decatur.
I'm talking about the flea market. That ain't downtown. The flea market ain't downtown.
There you go.
But in terms of Russia, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't the most political person. But anytime it's dealings with Russia, it take me back to Rocky, what was it, 4?
Yeah, Rocky.
With the American, whereas the
Oh,
American
against the
and the
Russian.
Russian.
Yeah.
And the Russian always said, if he dies, he dies. And that's what anytime I think of Russian, I just know, I'm like, okay, one person dies. If he dies, he dies. That's their life. That's the way it go down out there.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren. Hey, that dude was huge, man.
Somebody got my back. Weightball. Yes, sir. We don't agree on a lot. I fucked up your house, but we good. We good.
He did.
Putin is Trump's friend. It's all connected together, bro. Putin,
It's
Trump's
gotta be
friend.
something.
Trump gonna be arrested tomorrow as a result of the black sister, Fonnie Willis, the DA,
Yeah.
getting in that ass. Fonnie Willis, whose father was a Black Panther.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I heard.
all you
I
read was
heard her
Africa.
background. I know she's from Inglewood, California. Father was a Black Panther. Yeah, I knew that about her.
Okay, you
Yeah.
know black shit.
Yeah.
You don't
Well,
know shit else.
I hate the fact that we got some sisters in power, and nobody has a problem, black people or white people, pronouncing their name wrong. And I think that's a disrespect. Learn their
They
name,
did that to
how to
Kamala.
pronounce their name, so they get that power they need. So all these people, I call them Fanny and Fonnie, and her name is Fonnie Willis.
Funny.
It's spelled different than Fanny.
Well, say it again so America can hear
It's
it.
Fonnie Willis.
Funny.
Fonnie.
Fonnie,
Willis.
F-A-N-I.
Right.
And
Hey,
that's what you've been thinking about all week.
Well, I'm just saying, man. Come on, they pronounce the vice president name wrong.
Oh, they do that on purpose.
Yeah, I know they do. I'm saying that's a disrespect, and black people should hey, don't pronounce my vice president name wrong. Get her name right.
What you gonna do about it, man?
There ain't nothing you can do about
You
it.
can call
But
Donald
that's-
Trump Donald
What
Trump.
I'm saying is respect start with respect, DC.
Donald Trump. You can call them names too.
Cool.
I call
If-
dishonest.
if-
Dishonest. I call
if-
them dishonest.
Okay, if the shoe fit, wear it. But Kamala, her
Yeah.
name is Kamala Harris. It's not Camilla. It's not Kamala and all them names.
I hate
Get
to
it-
correct you.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Okay, get it right.
Kamala.
Kamala.
Thank you.
That's
Part of
what-
the
that's
divine
what she
I'm glad
said.
you did that. I'm glad you said
AKA
that.
in the
That's what I'm
house.
talking about.
Kamala.
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 That's what
that's
she
what I'm
said.
saying. If you country, you say it different anyway.
Exactly.
My government name is Aaron. That's how my mama
But
said
that
Aaron.
don't take
But
the
your
It could be
people's-
Aaron.
But you ain't no, you
You
ain't no.
call her Fonnie, Fanny, Foonie, or Buffooni.
Yeah.
She figuring to put her foot in
In his-
Trump's ass.
Yeah.
Donald Trump. Now give him a name.
Yeah. Asshole of the.
Call him a tramp.
Yeah.
Donald
If this
Trump.
video mess around and go viral, I don't know what to say.
We probably
Call him
get
a
put in
tramp.
jail. I don't know. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. We
But
got-
anyway, where I was headed, I was talking about Putin shooting the plane down, and the boy knew that Putin was coming after him. So at first, he got a taster, taste all his food like you have a chef,
Right.
And then the chef got a son.
Yeah.
So before he eat, just like Putin got.
Here, try this.
Trump got one too. They tell me.
Right.
So
Try
the
this.
boy, the chef's son, has to eat the food first. Taste, eat out the pot. first. Really?
Yeah.
So that they know it's not poison.
It's not poison.
But help me. What if
But
there's an
don't they have-
after effect? Like somebody gives you a poison, but it's more of an after effect. You don't see the immediate effect of it. So what do you do
Or
about
what
it
if the
then?
guy just don't like his son?
But do you think that happens in the White
I'm
House?
just saying. I'm just saying you
But
got a
DC
taster.
DC, do you think there's been something in the White House for the president? Somebody has to.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's some kind of.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Or you can give your son an antidote. You can give your son an antidote and then let him eat with everybody else.
See,
and they the only one
see,
knows
that's
that.
that criminal mind shit
you
right
was
there.
you
That's
was
that
somebody
criminal.
powerful son. That's why you so big. They gave you a lot of antidotes.
Man,
No,
ain't
I had to taste a lot of food and what it was. Everything
ain't
they
no-
made, I had to take.
Same thing.
ain't no antidote for shooting that plane down.
No.
I mean, they lit it up.
Yes.
If DC, I agree with you. One time When you said you only got one wing, that is a
That's a mechanical problem.
A mechanical malfunction. If it ever was one. That's the gas. That's half the gas and everything.
You listening to DisRace, we'll be back.